85% of what you worry about never happens.
Wait, so we're wasting mental energy on imaginary problems?
Exactly. So we're wasting mental energy on imaginary problems. And for the 15% that do happen, 79% turn out better than we expected.
So worry is just paying interest on trouble before it arrives?
That's Dale Carnegie's point in How to Stop Worrying and Start Living.
We've mastered productivity and money, but not the anxious mind.
We're breaking free from the worry cycle. Welcome back to Business and Self-Development Insights. I'm Emma.
Yeah, I'm Jake.
So Jake, you've optimized your productivity. You've got your finances in order. Your morning routine is perfect. But at 3 a.m., you're still replaying that meeting from last week.
Or catastrophizing about tomorrow's presentation. How did you know?
Because that's the missing piece we haven't covered yet. Mental anxiety management.
We've done Atomic Habits, Deep Work, even Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We've learned to optimize everything, but no one taught us how to manage the anxious mind.
And it's the mind that undermines everything else.
Exactly. You hit on something that's been bothering me.
Today, Dale Carnegie shows us 5 battle-tested techniques. These aren't just mindfulness theories. They're concrete tools you can use today.
I need this. Where do we start?
First, let's understand why worry is so powerful.
It feels productive, right? Like I'm preparing for the worst.
That's the trap. Worry disguises itself as planning, but real planning has action steps. Worry is just mental loops with no exit.
So it's fake productivity. I'm spinning my wheels.
Right? So worry disguises itself as productivity. Carnegie wrote this book in 1948. But the worry epidemic is worse now.
Because we have more things to worry about?
More triggers. Social media shows everyone's highlight reel. News cycles amplify every crisis. 24-hour news feeds every fear. We're drowning in what-ifs.
And information overload feeds the anxiety.
Yeah, and that's the core problem. We have access to everyone's problems, not just our own.
The whole world's worries in our pocket, and we never learned how to shut it off.
Until now. Let's start with Carnegie's first technique. Technique 1. Day-tight compartments.
That sounds like a ship term.
It is. Carnegie borrowed it from Sir William Osler. Ships have watertight compartments to prevent sinking. If one compartment floods, the others stay sealed. Your mind needs day-tight compartments.
So I seal off yesterday and tomorrow?
Right, you compartmentalize past, present, and future. Yesterday is gone. You can't change it. Tomorrow isn't here yet. All you have is today.
But what about planning for the future? Isn't that responsible?
Planning is different from worrying. Planning asks, what can I do today to prepare? Worrying asks, what if everything goes wrong?
So planning has action steps. Worrying is just spinning in circles.
Precisely. Planning is action-oriented, worry just spirals.
So I focus only on today's actions.
Exactly, that's the mindset shift. Live in day-tight compartments. It's mentally liberating.
I can already feel the weight lifting. Okay, but what if I have a real problem today? Something concrete to worry about?
Then you use the magic formula.
There's a formula for worry?
3 steps. First, ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen?
Face the fear directly.
Step 2, accept the worst mentally. Prepare yourself to accept it if necessary.
That sounds counterintuitive. Why would I accept failure?
It neutralizes worry's power. Once you've accepted the worst, you have nothing left to fear. The mental torture comes from uncertainty.
So I remove the uncertainty by accepting the outcome.
Right? Removing the mental uncertainty removes the fear.
And step 3?
Calmly work to improve upon the worst. Now you're taking action, not just worrying.
So I move from paralysis to problem solving.
Exactly. You've shifted from worrying to strategizing. The formula breaks the worry loop.
This is genius. But sometimes worry creeps in even when I'm working.
That's why Carnegie says, keep busy.
Wait, isn't staying busy toxic productivity advice?
Not all busyness is the same. Carnegie means purposeful engagement. When you're deeply focused on meaningful work, you literally don't have mental bandwidth to worry.
Wait, like the flow state people talk about?
Yes, exactly like that.
So it's like crowding worry out of my mind.
That's Carnegie's exact phrase. An idle mind is worry's playground.
I've noticed that. When I'm deep in a project, anxiety disappears. But the moment I stop, it rushes back.
Because you gave it space to enter. Fill your day with meaningful action. Not busy work, but purposeful tasks.
So scrolling social media won't help.
It makes it worse. You need tasks that fully engage your mind.
So boredom is actually dangerous for anxious minds.
Exactly. An idle mind becomes worry's playground. Worry fills the vacuum of inactivity. Here's where statistics become your friend.
The 85% thing you mentioned earlier?
Yes. Carnegie studied this. Most worries never materialize.
So I'm worrying about ghosts.
Pretty much. Ask yourself, what are the odds this will actually happen?
And if I'm honest, most fears are unlikely.
Right, so your worry list is mostly fictional. Think about it. How many of last month's worries actually came true?
Almost none.
And for the 15% that do happen, 79% of those turn out better than expected.
So we're catastrophizing situations that either won't happen or won't be as bad as we think.
Exactly. You're catastrophizing before you have the facts. Use the law of averages to challenge your fears.
This is weirdly comforting.
Right. Data defeats anxiety every time.
I've been paying interest on trouble that never arrives. But what about past mistakes? I keep replaying things I said wrong.
That's where the fifth principle comes in. Water under the bridge.
Accept the past completely.
Exactly. Acceptance is the key to freedom. Carnegie says, don't try to saw sawdust.
You can't change what's already been cut.
Right? You can't change what's already been cut. Every minute you spend reliving yesterday is a minute stolen from today.
So I just let it go?
You acknowledge it, learn from it, then release it. The past is data, not a prison.
But what if I made a serious mistake?
Extract the lesson, then move forward. Ruminating doesn't undo the mistake. It just multiplies the damage.
That's hard to do in practice.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest practices to master. But Carnegie's point is simple. What's done is done. Your power exists only in the present moment.
So I stopped sawing sawdust. Okay, so how do I actually apply all of this? Where do I start?
Let's make it concrete. Step 1. Start your morning with day-tight compartments.
How?
Before you check your phone, take 30 seconds. Say to yourself, today is all I have. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't here. I will focus only on what I can control today.
That's it?
That simple mindset shift changes everything. It sets your mental boundaries for the day.
What about when a real problem hits? Like a difficult client email?
Use the magic formula immediately. Pull out a notebook. Write down the worst-case scenario. Be specific about what you fear. Accept it mentally. Then list 3 actions to improve the situation.
So instead of spiraling, I'm problem solving.
Exactly. You're channeling mental energy into solutions.
Writing it down makes it less scary.
Always, writing externalizes the worry. Worry shrinks when you pull it out of your head and onto paper.
And the staying busy part?
Schedule your day with meaningful tasks. Not just work, but things that engage your mind. Reading, learning, creating.
Things that require focus.
Exactly, that's the formula for breaking the worry cycle. Deep work crowds out shallow worry.
So I'm building a fortress against worry.
But you're creating barriers that keep worry out. When worry tries to creep in, remind yourself of the statistics.
85% won't happen.
And if it does, you'll handle it better than you think.
What about past regrets? The things that already happened?
End each day with the water under the bridge practice. Review what happened, extract the lesson, then close the mental file.
Don't saw sawdust.
Exactly. You're building new mental habits. One day at a time.
This feels doable.
Yeah, it really is when you start with day-tight compartments. Carnegie's techniques aren't complex. They're just consistently applied.
Consistency beats intensity.
Always.
Start small, build momentum.
Perfect. That's the Carnegie way.
You know what strikes me about this book?
What?
It's the missing piece in all the self-improvement advice. We learn to be productive, to manage money, to build habits, but no one teaches us how to manage the mind that undermines all of that.
That's exactly why this matters. You can have the perfect morning routine, but if you're paralyzed by worry, you won't execute it.
Anxiety is the invisible bottleneck.
Right, that's why anxiety is the invisible bottleneck. And Carnegie gives us the practical tools to remove it.
The 5 techniques work together, don't they?
Exactly. Each one supports the others. Day-tight compartments frame your mindset. The magic formula handles acute problems. Staying busy prevents worry from taking root.
And the statistics remind me that most fears are irrational.
While the past stays in the past.
It's like a complete system.
Exactly. It's a complete framework for conquering worry. Each technique addresses a different aspect of worry.
I wish I'd read this 10 years ago.
The good news is, you can start today.
Day-tight compartments.
Exactly. That's all you need to begin. So here's your challenge for tomorrow. Before you check your phone in the morning, apply day-tight compartments. Focus only on what you can control today.
And when worry hits, use the magic formula. Write it down. Accept the worst. Then improve it.
Exactly, that's the magic formula in action. Start with one technique. Build from there. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more insights on mastering your mind.
Thanks for listening.
Now go live better, worry less.